welcome to The Operator. I'm just going to get right into this because I saw this game and I was like, oh, I want to try this. Biome Facility. Somewhere in the U.S. 1992.
You will answer my questions as usual.
Okay.
1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand?
1.
Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained?
Yes.
Are you married?
No. Oh. Okay.
Do
Yeah.
you work in law enforcement?
Yes. No, I guess I
Do
don't.
you know who I am?
Nope.
Do you know who you are?
Nope.
Are you... Good. He's ready.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Is this a horror game? FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:30 a.m. Oh. So our name is Evan Tanner, I think. Yo. Welcome to the FDI. You're assigned to the operator program. Please read the following document before proceeding. Your program supervisor will contact you with further instructions. This is a secure and monitored federal government, or welcome to the FDI operator, quote unquote operator program. This is a secure and monitored federal government terminal. All unauthorized access is strictly prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution. Sharing of any information from the terminal with unauthorized personnel is forbidden, and also subject to criminal prosecution. What is the operator program? The operator program has been specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents, henceforth abbreviated as agents, while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. How does it work? 1. Agents call the hotline. 2. The call is dispatched to secretaries who verify the agent's identity, clearance level, and request. The request is forwarded to the supervisor. The supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. A direct line is established between the agent to the operator. Once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. For additional information, please contact your supervisor. The operator program is extremely confidential.
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you? What? You seriously don't remember? You wanted to celebrate your new job, and I quote, properly. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right?
Shit, I don't know why.
Good. Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day, all right?
Okay. Fuck.
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator program? You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions? Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age. This objective just popped up at the top left of your screen, beside the applications menu. See it? Whenever you're stuck, or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective. Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner. Yes, just like that. You can always click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here. You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen. Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request.
Okay. Seems pretty straightforward. FDI headquarters. Washington, D.C. Yeah. 9:18 a.m.
Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience.
Okay.
I'll be monitoring you in the background. I'm patching the agent through now.
Cool.
It's Operator Tanner, right? I don't think our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival. Is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar. And, some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter? Thanks, operator. Okay. I'm sending over the files. Good luck.
Okay.
That's the list I found on the victim. It's pretty long. And to be honest, I got no idea who any of those people are. The bizarre thing is, that name at the bottom, it wasn't redacted when I bagged it. But I think it's irrelevant to our shooting here.
Cam 2.
This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl. Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis. Looks like our victim is Henry Jenkins. For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him.
The killer's name. So let's go to Cam 2. Because we need to find the killer's name.
The footage quality is insufficient for a proper ID, operator. You'll need to find another way to ID the killer.
License plate. If we go from here, CPL 481. Owned by Ray Wells. So let me go to I mean, we know his name is Ray Wells.
Nice. Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do.
It says his last known address is this. So
Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next step is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
okay.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later with your next request.
Very interesting. FDI Most Wanted. Please consult the latest FDI Most Wanted list. Reminder, if you discover information during your shift that might help the FDI, inform your supervisor at once. Fred Smorinsky. Wanted for mailing and handling several explosive devices to federal buildings and universities. Most last
I
name
need you to
residence
follow
wasn't
up on an
willing.
investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Fred Smorinsky.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something.
Smorkinsky. Smorkinsky.
God damn it! Who are you? Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions. I don't have time for this.
Real name unknown.
I got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Connie Moore.
Middle of nowhere, hot as hell, sandy.
Connie
Calling it
Moore.
a small town would be an insult to small towns. Look, I think it's bonkers too. Another
Okay,
weird
so
thing
that
is,
makes
over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same.
okay.
She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right? There's something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men. Just look for something that doesn't add up, okay? Here are the files.
Find inconsistency. Following Connie Moore's reappearance on 3/05/1992, we recorded her eyewitness testimony concerning her supposed alien abduction. Connie Moore, the victim, Agent Barry Walker, agent in charge of the investigation, Brittany Hole, FDI transcriber. Transcript. Can you tell us more about the day you disappeared? I was hiking in the desert out by Dryfield. Sometimes I do that to clear my head or to take photos, which is sort of a hobby of mine. And is that your camera? Yes, it is. What else do you remember about that day in the desert? Well, it's a little blurry. But I wanted to hike around Mount Maury. I remember that it's really beautiful at this time of year. I remember taking 2 photographs. When I heard this loud noise coming from the sky, I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was just moving so fast, the ship, the UFO. Then I think it landed to the east, so I decided to head over to see if I could find anything else. Maybe get a photo of them. Must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. An hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. Then what? I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room. I can't move. And was there someone with you in this room? I don't like to think about it, but yes. They were there, all around me, the aliens. What did they look like? The room was so bright. Like I was looking into the sun. I only saw their silhouettes. Can you describe them the best you can? They were human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbing, actually. I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about that. What do you remember about the room? It was white. I mean, entirely white. Antiseptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. There were no doors, no windows, nothing. Just whiteness. What do you think they wanted with you? I think they wanted to learn about me, to study me. I was so scared. I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do, study humans. What else do you remember? They had these strange voices, sort of mechanical. And there was this machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Can you tell us anything else, Connie? Not really. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing, maybe because of their drugs or mind probes. I don't know. I just wanted around out there. Luckily, somebody found me, or I might have died from dehydration. Then I guess they called the cops, and the cops called you. End of story. Okay, that... Huh. Phone tower pings from the David Connie's disappearance on... Oh, found it. From the day that she reappeared on... Wait. That was taken after she disappeared.
Jackpot. Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
It would be... What time did she snap it? It said it was at 10:13 a.m. means. It'd probably be... around there, yeah.
All right. Now check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn butt.
Oh. Weird. Did I get like booted offline? Oh yeah, baby. Yes, I did. Hacked by Hal. Fuck. That's the most wanted guy. Hello, Evan. Oh, Evan Tanner. Who the heck are you? My name is Hal. That was supposed to be pretty obvious by now. Didn't you see my cool graphics? What do you want? It's simple. I want the truth. What do you mean? Let me show you something. Do you remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? Yeah. You didn't see her name, did you, Evan? Oh. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I'm also going to assume that you didn't notice that of the 136 people on it, 122 have been reported missing. No, I didn't count. One last thing, and this is the most important part. There's a name here near the bottom that's been redacted. That name is the key to understanding everything. I have to go now, Evan, but I'll be in touch soon. Promise.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened? I see. I'll have IT look into that at once. The second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
I don't want them. I want to know what's going on with Hal. That's my main thing. Oh. Whoa. What the hell is going on here? It's all blurry. Kitty! Is it meant to be this? Is it meant to be blurry? I think it is. Evan's apartment, 6:00 a.m. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:22 a.m. Okay.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for? All right. That's what I like to hear. Ah, sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And, just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity.
Good morning, Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Yeah.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot.
Wait, is
Point
he?
blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of
Connie
Wells.
Moore, Corey
That's
Hill.
good news.
Let's look out for
Bad
these
news?
names.
I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing. Well, the most important part. The part where Wells is shot. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Okay. That's Wells. it's just Ray Wells again. Oh. But it's off at the end. So... that could mean... Yeah, it's the light. I know. Oh, the light. I have to find something different. Okay.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo.
Okay.
Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Yes, I can try it. 45 ACP.
45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
Has it? What's been a bit? Sorry, I'm zoned out reading this in my head. Okay, so he wants... Fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah, it has been a bit. I'm gonna work with Hal because I feel like he's known for bioterrorism. That's wow. That I've been streaming for longer than I thought. So it was a drive-by shooting. Got it. Did I say bioterrorist? That's not Nia. No, what the fuck? He's said to be not bioterrorist. That's wrong. It's this guy. Cyber terrorist. I don't know where the fuck I got bioterrorist from. Enhance. 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 No map.
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later. But go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
Wait, I don't understand. How did you get this? Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner.
It's going.
I'll
He
keep it
doesn't
secret.
drive in a way that
Maybe someone has
shows
seen
the
our Prince
plate.
Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
like he drives away so quick you can't tell the plate from this angle. So I almost wonder if Hal, because Hal had access to that list, I almost wonder if, I don't know. This takes place in the 90s, so I don't know if they super have that, like if they have really properly have that. Catherine Andrews. Open your terminal and type in the following command. Okay.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling. Look, I get it. Hal can be a world-class pain. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in her oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me. Go ahead and search them in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Sasha and Mia Cole. Is that other one on here at all? I see a McLean. Cole McLean. That's not. Okay. I can't. It's a very set. I feel like it's a very set. Sasha Cole. Or Sasha Cole. Shouldn't able to view this profile. See if I can access this one. Why do I feel like that? No, it's not the same. Definitely not the same person.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident? You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really
Kevin
my area of
Tanner?
expertise. But you can ask Hal.
I wonder what happens if I look myself up. Oh, that's just me. I wonder what happens if I can I just look, I wonder, what happens if I just look up Hal? Or like, Snorash. Please enter a full name. Hmm. Mode immediate. Oh wait, XQLHC 9X. Select from cases where oh, it's this one.
Sorry, I don't understand what that means, Tanner.
Oh, fuck. No, it's this one.
Despite being,
I don't
well,
think
a
so.
thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
K. Delta V. What the fuck? It has to be in the ash sample then. Yep. Input the appropriate settings for your sample using the formulas found thereafter. It's depending on the sample type and state. For a liquid sample, I think it would be solid sample. Ion size is typically around 6. If the material is organic, the ion size must be set to 3.5 to avoid damaging. So it's not organic, so it should be 6. The delta V is going to be, for non-organic, set sample weight times 100. For the threshold, solid to half of delta V. And for the matrix size, the default value of the matrix size is 5. If you're using an older version of ChemScan LCA, version 1.3 or lower, you must set the matrix to 4. I'm using 1.04. What? Hold on, let's try this again. Delta V. In grams. Oh. I'm so stupid. What's 4.2 times 100? It's like 400. Is it just 420? Yeah, it's just 420. Which means that you would be threshold. You're going to be 5. The threshold will be 210. Guys can't really see what's going on here. Results. .901 with a pH of 6.5, 1.57, 2.49. .927. 10.64. Yeah. Data report software. Check the manual on how to read the results. Okay. So for the height, so it's the height. So here's the first one, 10.64. Then 1.57. 2.47. 9.25. Oh my god. I checked the manual. Okay, its accuracy is 0.1%, so precision 0.5%. So what, I just have to get it really accurate? Okay, well... 10.62. 1.55. 2.45. 9.25. Is that better? There's no fifth one. What? Okay. Oh, wait, it's tallest first. There we go. Gasoline.
I knew it. Faulty wiring might... You know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why? Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me.
I was way too hard for my brain.
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel love. But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was... work together.
So you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way FDI handled the Cole case. It's strange, don't you think? I see you're a skeptic. That's good. We can use that, Evan. Look. I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FDI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FDI employee? Sorry. If I didn't have a good reason. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward. Maybe it's too late. You're in too deep.
Operator Tanner, can I have a word? I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why? I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood? I'll talk to you later.
I know that was probably difficult, lying to your friend, but you did the right thing, Evan. As a reward, I'll tell you something about myself. Something that only two other people know. The reason I have so much access to the FDI. I used to work there. I can't tell you more for the moment, but yes, I was. As improbable as that seems. For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later, Evan. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C. 4:55 p.m. Gonna get a call any fucking time now. Hello.
So who the hell am I talking to this time? The same operator Tanner from before? Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else. You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved, put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard. Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math. Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
That I can. That I can.
Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
What the fuck is up with that? Message on the back. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. You're Jenkins. It's damaged. Is Henry Jenkins. Henry Jenkins. Wait. That's the same. Huh.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Oh, identify the body. Gabby. Is this? No, okay.
Yeah, that looks like it could be the first name. But I'll need the last name too. I'm thorough like that.
Let me look up Henry Jenkins real quick. BM Technologies. This isn't. No. BM Technologies. Yeah, we know it's Henry. Could it be Gabby Jenkins? Like, is that a possibility? See if something comes up. No.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize.
I'm confused.
Jenkins. That name rings a bell, operator. Check the other cases for anything possibly related to him. Maybe there's a clue in there tied to the girl.
Yeah, he was... Oh. I get it. He was part of the bar. So if I go to the name list, maybe he has a thing on here. Gabby. Wait, maybe these are people that he worked with. Gabby Bruce. Gabby Mills. So that brought up 2 names. So let's do Gabby Bruce. That's it.
How did you find this, Tanner? Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Show evidence. Oh, fuck. There's no picture remaining.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence.
Quentin
See if that
Spence.
name is on your magical list too? So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
Crossed out likely means dead or missing. Well, Connie was on here. Connie Moore. Missing.
Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the Stones. God damn.
So they're dead.
If I was a gambling man, I'd say the circle
Status
persons
alive.
are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way. There you go.
Okay. Seven 872 maybe. 55318.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
FMP result 2. R&D 2 Spence. What was it, like 2987 or some shit?
The symbols and file names written on the second floppy disk look to be there for a reason, Tanner. I suggest checking those 2 files for clues about the password. Focusing on the symbols. Maybe keep those 2 files open and see if you can do something with them.
To unlock files, use 105 Endian. Not what I clicked.
I'll let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Weird shit's going on.
Well, look, you need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
Cat.